Hi Aries, welcome to your week ahead Taroscope with me, Raphael from Reydiant Reality. It's an absolute pleasure to have you. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for joining me. Quick note, these readings are for your sun, moon and ascendant sign. So whether you're a sun, moon or rising sign, Aries, this is for you. Remember, there's no astrology in these, so check them out for all three so that you know which part of you I resonate with most as a reader. Before we start, as always, I would like to bless my decks of cards with all forms of love, light, peace, prosperity and abundance, and I pray that the messages that come through are ultimately clear and concise and they help you on your path to your highest vibrational good. Woo! Excuse me, there's a little yawn there. So for your key to the week this week, you have the Sun card, right? So light, heat, joy, happiness, abundance. But also, one of the other things that we talk about with the Sun card is travel, right? But ultimately, what does travel really allow? Or what does it bring us? What does light, heat, joy, abundance, happiness, what do all of these things have in common? They offer us a sense of freedom, right? And so this week, in all of these different areas of your life, you may be finding some some modicum of freedom, certainly on the inside. Now, what I will also say with this, remember with the Sun card, it tends to enhance your blessings and diminish your challenges. So this could be a good week all around. Now, for your actions and interactions with the world at large, you've got the Death card, right? So when is it that we celebrate a life rather than mourning one? You know, when somebody lives on their own terms. Now, in terms of your actions and options, this is about what you do. And with the Death card, there's something here that you're closing down for good, right? And because you're doing it alongside the Sun card, this is you releasing or letting go of something that doesn't really have a place in your life anymore. It's like a moment where you kind of say, okay, I move on from this, or I find it within myself to bring the freedom so that I can release or let go of something, or allow myself to be released or let go of something on the other side of it, right? Sometimes we are the thing or the person that's being let go. And that can actually be very cathartic and very healing eventually. Now, when it comes to your another way that this could also show up as well, I really hope I'm wrong on this front, this could be a journey or a trip that you have planned, some form of travel that you've got planned that doesn't go ahead. Again, I really hope I'm wrong on that front because, you know, I personally, I don't get to do anywhere near as much of it as I would love to. I would love to travel more, and I can assure you in the days ahead I absolutely will, but yeah, just all right. So now, finally, the last thing that I do want to mention with this is you could also find with the Death card as the options that are available to you, it is possible that maybe some of the options that you know that were viable, you realize very quickly this week, like, actually, no, that path is closed to me for any number of reasons. For your communications and conversations, you've got the Nine of Wands. This is you needing to share some kind of vulnerability or to acknowledge a vulnerability. There's some moment here where you kind of need to speak up and say, okay, this is where I'm at with A, B, and C. When it comes to your oh, come on, brain. When it comes to those of you that are studying or in some form of academia, it looks like you're dealing with a lot. Potentially, some of you could be, you know, I hope I'm wrong on this front as well, but potentially some of you could be reeling from a death, right? And so you're, you know, this doesn't have to be a person, although for a lot of you it possibly is. This could be that you are, you know, you're mourning a loved one, you're mourning a relationship, you're, you know, something has come to an end in your life and it's like you need to find a way to communicate this. That Nine of Wands does suggest that maybe you're not able to think straight around certain situations at the moment. When it comes to those of you that are oh gosh, come on, brain. When it comes to those of you that are employed by somebody else, this Nine of Wands with the Sun card means that whatever challenges you face at work, they'll be easily overcome. And it also does say to me that when it comes to the working environment, this might be that you withdraw so that you can take time to come back to yourself in some regard. So there's a lot of things to think about here. For those of you that are business owners, entrepreneurs, solopreneurs, people that work for themselves, this could literally be the release of a client. It could be that a client comes to you and says, look, you know what, unfortunately I'm gonna be leaving, or I'm terminating our contract, or whatever the case might be. And it might feel like it leaves you vulnerable or exposed, but actually in the long run this is going to be much better for you. It's like in a sense, the dead wood is cutting itself away this week. For those of you that are retired and no longer working, that Nine of Wands, especially with the Sun card here, this is a week to pay attention to your own physical health and vitality. When it comes to your love and relations, that Three of Pentacles is all about learning for me, right? Learning, studying, gathering knowledge and information, all of that good stuff. Excuse me. But it's also a card of, advisory information. And so for those of you that are partnered, married, or in long-term commitments, there might be something that either you communicate to a partner or they communicate to you that makes you feel a bit like, oh, wow, I can't believe you just said that to me. But it is coming from a place of love, and this may very well be about something that's come to a close or something that's come to an end. It really provides you a track, if you like, for for forward momentum once you get over the initial kind of like, oh, okay, you just said this to me. Now, for those of you that are single and looking, honestly, I mean, look, it could be in a learning environment. Ooh, excuse me. Sorry, it could be in a learning environment that you connect with somebody, but I gotta be honest with you, your emotions seem to be set to very high at the moment, and Aries is a volatile sort of energy anyway, so how you navigate this is kind of like, it's always one of those times where it's like, if somebody sees you at your worst and they still find you attractive, things can only get better as your, state of mind or mood or emotions or whatever the case might be improve. For your money and materials, you have the King of Cups. So before I get to that, if you would like to book a personal reading with me, you can do so on the link in the description box below. I got lots of goodies coming for you this month as well. Your King of Cups, when it comes to money, so you got the King of Cups with the Death card. First things first, a Scorpio male could feature for you in some regard. King of Cups coupled with the Sun card. This is someone that is bright, happy, optimistic. I know a lot of you probably thinking, but you're describing a Scorpio. It happens, right? You obviously, depending on what their other placements are, but a Scorpio male could have a lot to do with how you move forward. And could really help you or assist you. Maybe not giving you money, but it could be that they give you some idea or they help you in some regard to see things in a different perspective. Now, that King of Cups does suggest that you're looking at your emotional connection to money this week. And through that connection, it's like you understand, okay, this is how I'm going to make money from now on, or this is how I can improve my financial standing or status. When it comes to your physical health and vitality, King of Cups is your reproductive system. So if you've got any challenges or issues around that, this would be a good week to pay attention to it. For those of you, when it comes to your home and environment, this is really about making the house a supportive emotional space for you and the people that you live with, right? It's in essence, especially with the Sun card here, I think a lot of you are going to go on a really weird, not weird, but I say really weird. I do this all the time. Like, I get to a point where I'm like, no, place is filthy. It's probably not, right? I just get in that space and I'm like, right, I got to clean everything. So you might go into that mode this week, and I wouldn't be surprised if that is the case. And a part of it is probably because you're trying to alleviate the feelings of, I can't believe I've lost this thing, this place, this person, this opportunity, whatever the case might be. All right, with that said, I wish you an abundance of all of that good stuff. Look after yourselves, keep me posted, let me know how it goes in the comments. Take care, and I'll see you soon.